There are two primary issues at the core of this continuing conflict. First, there is the inevitably destabilizing effect of trying to maintain an ethnically preferential state, particularly when it is largely of foreign origin. The original population of what is now Israel was 96% Muslim and Christian, yet these refugees are prohibited from returning to their homes in the self-described Jewish state. Second, Israel's continued military occupation and confiscation of privately owned land in the West Bank and control over Gaza are extremely oppressive, with Palestinians having minimum control over their lives. Over 10,000 Palestinian men, women, and children are held in Israeli prisons. Few of them have had a legitimate trial. Physical abuse and torture are frequent. Palestinian borders are controlled by Israeli forces. Periodically, women and children are strip-searched. People are beaten. Women in labor are prevented from reaching hospitals. Food and medicine are blocked from entering Gaza, producing an escalating humanitarian crisis. Israeli forces invade almost daily, injuring, kidnapping, and sometimes killing inhabitants. According to the Oslo Peace Accords of 1993, these territories were supposed to finally become a Palestinian state. However, after years of Israel continuing to confiscate land and conditions steadily worsening, the Palestinian population rebelled. Their uprising, called the Intifada, which is Arabic for shaking off, began at the end of September of 2000. Largely due to special interest lobbying in the U.S., U.S. taxpayers give Israel an average of $7 million a day, and since its creation have given Israel more funds than any other nation. As Americans learn about how Israel is using our tax dollars, many are calling for an end to this expenditure. And finally, in closing, just a little quiz to see if you were paying attention. You make the call on this. Is it Nazi Germany or is it Zionist Israel? Which country repeatedly tells its people that they are a master race chosen above all to be above all? Which country is ruled by paranoid psychos who, thinking the world is out to get them, arm themselves with all the latest weapons? Which country is helping and securing all of those weapons by factions in the U.S. government and Wall Street? Which country uses the entire range of media to show the world only one picture, that of it being a peace-loving nation? Which country uses wealth stolen from countries invaded to live like kings? Which country tries to treat a certain segment of its people like they are some type of subhuman? Which country is adept at using the false flag to start wars and generate sympathy for its villainous activities? Which country uses people as guinea pigs for medical experiments? Which country uses the big lie technique where a lie is told over and over so many times that people suddenly believe it's true? Which country steals land from its neighbors to make way for a future superstate? And which country has army units that terrorize people by shooting pregnant women in the stomach and their children in the head? Which country flaunts international law to accomplish its goal? And finally, which country threatens to destroy the entire world if its demands are not met? The answer to every single one of those questions is both Nazi Germany and Zionist Israel.
Wow. That is a pretty wild comparison, man. And, you know, it is sad. You know, it's been in the news lately with the flotillas going in there and getting attacked and stuff. Definitely crazy comparison, though, man. And wild.
Yeah, I mean, it works just like when you compare the Fourth Reich with the Third Reich. When you go Reichstag building, Pentagon, Fatherland Security, Homeland Security, Enabling Act, Patriot Act, lying your people in the war with Poland, lying your people in the war with Iraq. You know what I mean? Torture and Auschwitz, torture and Guantanamo Bay, Abu Ghraib, and Bagram Air Force Base, and God knows where else. Same thing works with the state of Israel.
History repeats itself, man. it's the same thing over and over again, and you know, they're getting better and better at it. I think with, you know, now they have the technology that they didn't have before, so it is, you know, a little easier for them to get their plan in motion, I guess, and by incorporating a lot of these things and forming like Homeland Security and turning a lot of this disaster reaction and disaster preparedness stuff over to Northcom and stuff like that, it's really setting the chess table for the final moves, man. Definitely a good rant tonight, man. I appreciate it, Domenick, and I appreciate everybody in the chat room, and I really appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Appreciate Paranoid, and Jared from Head PE. I appreciate it, man. Next week, I'm not really sure, so to be announced, I guess, for next week. But anyway, a good show, everybody. I guess salute to the militias across the country out there, and I guess keep your head up and your mind free until next week. Peace.
Peace.
All right.